Hi everybody, I'm Roli from Roli Mack's Music, coming to you from our music studio in beautiful Willow Ridge Community Association Community Hall. Now, first of all, I'd like to welcome you to our new series of music-related, informative, and instructive videos. In these videos, our objectives are to introduce you to Roli Mack's Music, introduce ourselves to the community, and tell you what goes on the lower level of the Willow Ridge Community Hall. So just basically explain what we do, and finally to provide you with some useful hints and tips to help you enjoy playing music on whatever instrument you choose, in whatever form you choose, and whatever level you would like to attain. So whether you just want to enjoy playing music by yourself, or maybe it's for stress relief, you may want to start a band, or perhaps you have aspirations of performing in public, or even want to make a full-time professional career of it. We can help you out every step along the way. Now, personally, I've been teaching music since the mid-'80s, and I teach piano and keyboard, guitar, voice, bass guitar, drums, ukulele, and the Chapman stick. Now, we offer instruction online, and we will resume in-person lessons hopefully really soon when this whole COVID crisis is over. But for now, it's not safe to offer one-on-one instruction, so hopefully you'll find some help in this series of videos, which we will be putting out one every 2 weeks or so. Or if you like, just call us on the number there, call or text or email us at rolimaxmusic@gmail.com, and we can set you up with some online lessons in the meantime. Now, should you have any questions, same thing goes. Just get a hold of us at either our phone number or our email. But let's get started, shall we? So playing music, whether it's for fun or professionally, it all starts with the musician's mindset. So you don't go and do another activity unless you've got it in your mind that, hey, I'm really going to enjoy this, I'm going to have fun. You don't go and play hockey because your parents want you to, or maybe you do, but that's not why you continue, right? So, of course, that's part of the musician's mindset, but I'll explain it in a little bit more detail on, how musicians think and how we can get the most out of this pleasurable activity, playing music on whichever instrument you choose. So, I'll make it as simple as possible because it really is that simple. Music is all around us, everywhere. It's out there in the universe, it's in outer space, inner space, and basically when we, quote, play music, we're simply letting it flow through us and using our fingers or our mouths, hands and feet, whatever, any part of our bodies or minds to influence, and we're influencing the sound, rather, and it serves as our instrument. So whichever instrument we play and whatever parts of the body are involved in playing that instrument, we want, obviously, to be as easy as possible and to be fun and effortless. So if you let the music flow through you, and then through your fingers or your mouth, through your hands, feet, whatever we use to play our instrument, then you'll get the best results. So, that said, there are only two things that I can teach anybody about music, and that any music instructor can teach you, and that's the two T's, theory and technique. Now, theory is just quite simply, how do we explain music and what we're doing? How do we explain that, okay, there's a sound. If I say that's a C chord, then those of you who know what a C chord is can go to your own keyboard and play a C chord, or pick up guitar and there's that same C chord. So it's just a way of communicating. What we're going to focus on more in this and especially in this particular video, is technique. Now, technique is quite simply how we go about doing it. So how do we get the music from the universe to up here and through our body into whichever parts of our body we use to express it in our instrument? So there is one overall, I call it the golden rule of technique, and it supersedes all other rules to do with technique. And if any of you have ever taken any music lessons, you know that there's like all kinds of rules. But yeah, how you hold your fingers, if you're a keyboard player or a guitar player, or you know what to do with your mouth if you're a singer, what do you do with your lungs, right? But this rule is the underlying foundation of all other rules and practices that we use in order to create music. And it's quite simply take the easiest way out all the time. Not some of the time, all the time. The easiest, not an easier way, the easiest way. And so it's like, yeah, well, that, you know, from a common sense point of view, that makes perfect sense, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the practical implications of this in regards to most instruments. Okay, so we're not going to cover the wind instruments today. So voice, you know, we have a little bit different way of producing the sound than we do. But any instrument that you use your hands or fingers to play, here is how you take the easiest way out all the time. So what we do, the easiest way obviously involves the most relaxed form that the hand and the fingers can take, right? And also the least amount of movement to get the maximum results. So if we put our hands like this, and what I'm doing is I'm letting go of all of the muscles from the wrist down to the fingertips. So it's just like, okay, you know, the hand's just hanging there. So we do that in both hands. You'll find that the fingers are gently curved, the thumbs are straight. And that is the most relaxed your hands can be. And if we were to put them on top of the countertop, just move our fingers, you'll find that they'll move quite well, very fast. Now, if we straighten out the fingers, all of a sudden it feels really tense and we can't move as fast. It slows us down considerably. Back to the relaxed hand position. Oh yeah, now we got all that movement again. And then finally, if we move the other way and overbend our fingers kind of like a claw, again, it's very tense all the way through the fingers in the hand, and we can't move very fast. So this hand position works on pretty much every instrument. So since there's a keyboard here, I'll show you the keyboard first. So take our relaxed hand shape, our default position, and bring it up to the keyboard. Let the hand relax, and so that the fingers are on 5 consecutive keys. And oh, yeah, seems to work pretty well. As opposed to, okay, well, we're all stiff and can't even get one key or the other. This also works for chords. What we're doing is we're not stiffening our hand for whatever chord. Just letting the wrist do the work. The fingers are doing nothing but relaxing. Okay, guitar. This is probably the most popular instrument in the world today. There's more guitars out there than anything else. Again, like relaxed hand position in both hands, then turn it around. You can use a pick. Again, other than holding onto the pick, everything's as loose and relaxed as possible. This works on the bass guitar. So we're doing slightly different things. In the bass guitar, we normally play by using the first 2 fingers of the right hand. And the neck is wider, but notice how the hands are in the same relaxed position, because we're still doing that. And it doesn't matter what method you use. If you're gonna be, say, funk slapping is popular right now. So that works for every style on the bass, and it works on the drums. Again, the relaxed hand shape, and put the sticks in the hands, and it even works on some unconventional instruments. As long as it's a musical instrument that you play with your fingers, that relaxed hand position will do wonders for your technique and your confidence. So this instrument here is the amazing Chapman stick touchboard instrument. It's kind of like a cross between a keyboard and a guitar. Again, we totally relax our fingers and hands, not moving any muscles in it. Put our fingers on the instrument and okay, so if you're just beginning to play an instrument, then the best way to begin, relaxed hand shape. Remember the golden rule of technique, take the easiest way out all the time, and it always begins with relaxing the hands and the fingers. Okay, and even if you're an intermediate level player, then you might be having problems playing certain types of passages, certain types of chords or melodies, and it's probably because of your finger technique. And again, we can go all the way back to the rule, take the easiest way out all the time. And if you're already a professional player, well, then you are taking the easiest way out all the time, because you wouldn't have gotten very far without it. So that's our helpful hint and tip for today. Please join us in the coming weeks. Like I said, we're going to be doing this about every 2 weeks or so, and we're going to zoom in on some more specifics. So we may have some specific guitar-oriented lessons. We'll have a few specifically for bass, for keyboards, for drums, for vocals. It's a little bit different instrument in quite a few ways, and I'll explain that in the videos that we do on the voice. And if there's anything that you would like to see covered, by all means, we would love to help you out with that. And one more thing, hopefully these videos will help you, and they'll provide some useful tips on how to get the most out of your music. But there's never any substitute for one-on-one, whether it's online or in person. Because you can watch these videos all you want, but I can't see you. I know you're out there, but I can't see you. So that's why it's important to get a qualified music instructor, whether it's me or any of the thousands of fine music teachers here in Calgary. Go out and see somebody, because they will see you too. And the quickest way to get better at something is to have somebody who's already done it watch you and go, okay, yeah, good job. Yeah, your hands are relaxed. Yeah, that's why you're having an easy time with that. Or it's like, well, okay, you're kind of crimping up your fingers, and that's why it's not working so well. So anyways, got something to work on regardless of what instrument that you're playing or starting out on. Please have fun with it. And if there's any way we can be of help to you, give us a shout, 403-650-0997. You can text me on that number too, or write us at Roli Mack, ROLIMACKS music, Roli Mack's music, @gmail.com. Take care. Happy playing, everybody. We'll see you next time.